Mr. Michael Virardi, who's our next speaker, is honored us today by attending our conference. Please welcome Mr. Virardi to the stage.
We completed an 8-hour workshop
when he picked up the phone himself personally and called an unknown Louis Stancer to congratulate him for downloading the 10th billion song on iTunes.
Know your product inside out. Know your competitors inside out. Because if you do, you have an advantage. You have freedom of mind.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're watching us. This is Jumpstart Monday. Happy New Year to everyone. And every Monday, we will be coming live to you from here, from my office, and we're going to be using a new format, which I'm going to explain in just a little while. But before I do that, let's see who's here live with us. Drop me a message. Pan Fully always first. Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Pan. I have a feeling you love Jumpstart Monday because we're going to be giving 3 tips. I'm going to tell you in just a little while what we're going to be doing. Pan is here. Good morning with his wife. Oh, what a lovely photo, Pan. I'm just watching you with Eleni. It shows where your allegiance lies. Let's see who else is here live with us. Cyprus is here. Good morning, Tasting Room. It's my friend Pampos. Pampos, how you doing, my friend? And I'm going to talk about you in one of the episodes on how you manage to differentiate yourself through Airbnb experiences. I was so happy to participate in one of your lectures on Airbnb experiences, something unique. I talked about you. I talked about Airbnb, and people could not believe how Airbnb reinvented themselves. But that's for another episode. George Spiro, good morning and Happy New Year. Nikki Agaglioti, good morning. Good morning, Michael from Serios. Sergio, my friend Serios is here. Who else? Republic of Moldova. Good to see you, Sylvia. Nikki Agaglioti, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. And hope it's also a healthy New Year as well. We should be saying healthy New Year from now on. Good morning and Happy New Year. George, my friend George is here. Thank you, Sophia, for showing the photos as well. We're upgrading episode by episode. We are live streaming on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and also on Facebook. Panayotis Protobabas, good morning and Happy New Year. Let's change it to Healthy New Year, guys, please. This is Jumpstart Monday. It's going to start every Monday at 10:25. And in just a little while, I'm going to be telling you what we're going to be talking about in this short live streaming episode. My friend Joanna Hadzi, we should have coffee together. Happy New Year to all. Wish you a great year full of health and happiness. Thank you. Healthy New Year. Yes. Chebo, you are a fast learner, my friend. Fast learner. Healthy New Year to all. Christian Mavro-Nicola, good morning and Happy New Year. Great to have you, Christian, on our show. Thank you very much for your support. Good morning and Healthy New Year from Lebanon. Lebanon has gone through a lot. And Chebo, everyone, Healthy New Year now. Huh? Sophia, I just changed it to Healthy New Year from Happy New Year. Let's trademark it. Greetings from Singapore. Singapore is here. My friend Kinzios Konstantinos from Athens. I got your message, bro, and we need to talk. I have something coming up for you, but we need to talk on the phone. Kalimera Yula. Good morning. Lito, hello. Good morning and Healthy New Year to everyone. My friend Monica Avksendiou from Vasilikon Cement Works. One of my best students ever. Always positive. Captain Koch, how you doing, my friend? Greetings from Singapore again. So guys, welcome to Jumpstart Monday. It was the idea of our business development manager, Sophia, and myself. And we have 3 goals. We're going to be talking about 3 things every Monday. This is excellent because it also forces me to do a lot of reading and update my knowledge. We're going to be talking about a book that I read and love, or about a book I'm reading, because I might not be able to complete a book in a week every time. We're going to be talking about an online course that I watched and I found it to be of immense value. And last but not least, I'm going to be talking about a proverb that really resonated with me. So Let's start first. Sophia, you can remove the comments for now and we can bring them on later, except if it's comments on the book and everything. Let's start first with the book. This is the book that I've read during the Christmas holidays. This is a book that really resonated with me. And if you are in HR, especially in HR, or if you're a C-level executive and you run a team, you have to read this book. The title is No Rules, Rules, and you can interpret it any way you like. My friend Sava said, no rules, rules. These are the rules for no rules. My feeling is that no rules, comma, rules. That's what rules. And it was written by Hastings, the owner of Netflix, and American Mayer, who's a great professor at INSEAD, who lives in Paris. Let me first and foremost tell you what Satya Nadella said about this book, and I'm reading verbatim. Satya Nadella is the CEO of Microsoft. I had the privilege of learning from Reed personally and studying the Netflix culture. The insights in this book are invaluable to anyone trying to create and sustain organizational culture. And that's exactly what I've seen in this book. This is a book where Netflix reveals its culture and its operating model. And what's that? There are no rules. You are given freedom and responsibility to choose how many days per year you will be vacationing. There is no limit. And they even urge managers to take a lot of vacations. So there are people who take a lot of vacations, because when you're on vacations, your brain runs free. You can think of ideas and you come back rejuvenated, enthusiastic. And that's exactly what happens to me also when I go on holidays and read some books or look at some new scenery, meet new people as well. And they give them full freedom to take as many vacations as they like. They give them full freedom to buy anything they like. And the only question that comes in is, would you do it if it was your own money? That's the only thing you should have at the back of your mind. They also give them full freedom to give feedback to their colleagues, irrespective of hierarchical position, and you're encouraged to do so. And there is a great formula on how to give and receive feedback. I also learned what I was doing wrong through this book on giving feedback, and probably Sophia can vouch about that. And I've learned a lot. But do not be mistaken. If you expose yourself, if you expose your company, if you take full advantage of what you're given and you try to manipulate, they do expose you in front of the colleagues. So there is democracy and there is a sense of freedom, or huge freedom. But if you take advantage of the system, you will be exposed and you will be thrown out of the organization. They even give you the authority to take decisions worth multiple millions, irrespective of your position, as long as it is within your mantra and within your area of responsibility, without even telling you from higher up the hierarchy what you should be doing. And there is a case in there that somebody wanted to buy a documentary and bring it out to Netflix, buy the rights of a documentary. And documentary rights were going at approximately 1 million, 2 million. But this particular documentary, they wanted to sell it for 4 to 5 million. So yes, given freedom and responsibility, the guy in charge went up to his manager to ask him if he should go ahead. And the manager told him, he answered with only one sentence. Is this the one? Is this the documentary that will establish Netflix? Answer the question yourself, he told him. And if it's that the one, then go ahead and do it. They paid over 5 million for this documentary. It was a huge success, and I won't spoil the fun. Here's the book. I highly suggest it. If you're in HR, that's the book you should buy immediately. If you're a C-level executive, that's the book you should buy for your management team. Or if you're an avid reader, you will learn a lot. Even consultants should be reading this book. Now, let's move on to the online course that I watched. I watched the full online course. It was about 2 hours, loved it. It was from Kai Kawasaki, the angel investor, the Apple evangelist. The title of the course was on turning life wisdom into business success, and it was based on Kai Kawasaki's latest book, which I haven't read yet, which is Wise Guy. It's on my bucket list. I'm going to be reading it. I made some notes. I've seen this course on LinkedIn Learning. I highly suggest that you subscribe to LinkedIn Learning. It's around 400 to 500 euros per year, and you have full access to all the online courses. I made some notes on this. I'm going to give you the highlights only. Let me read them out and then give you my perspective. First note that I made is the following. A lot of things is not only what you learn at school, but who you meet at school. Kai Kawasaki said that it's not only what you learn at school, but who you meet at school. And he was so correct. Your network will determine your net worth at the end of the day. And he talked about meeting at school. A friend of his who was a rich guy, because Kai Kawasaki was coming from a middle class family. They didn't have it bad, but they didn't have the best of things. And when he was at Stanford, he met a guy whom during Christmas, he went to his mansion. He was impressed with what he's seen. A rich guy, huge house, Porsches going up and down, Ferraris. And Kai Kawasaki admits that he was motivated by this guy's Porsche. When he went into the Porsche and when he drove his mother's Ferrari, he said, I need to get a good car. And at the time that Kai Kawasaki was saying this, I was thinking to myself, should we be motivated by a car? And then Kawasaki gave us, or gave me a blow on the head by saying the following. Don't worry what motivates you. In my case, it was a 911, a Porsche 911 in his case. Worry if you are not motivated at all. So what I would say to our tribe, to our friends and fans who are watching live now, do not worry if you're motivated by car. Do not worry if you're motivated by money. Do not worry if you're motivated by anything else. Worry if you're not motivated at all. Because if you're not motivated, what will get you up in the morning? What will drive you? What will put you forth into the world in order for you to shine and bring your value, your uniqueness, and your gifts? The third thing I liked very much, it was a matrix he talked about, which was a 2x2 matrix. Think on one axis, unique, and on the other axis, valuable. And Kai Kawasaki said the following. If you are unique and you are not valuable, then you are in an area where no one wants anything from you. You are unique in what you do, but you cannot sell yourself. If you're valuable and you're not unique, then you will be trading on price, because there will be many people who are also valuable because you're not unique. So price will be the primary determinant of doing business. If you're not unique and not valuable, then get out. But if you're unique and valuable, like the iPod was when Apple came out with it, then you have hit the nail on the head. Then you have created a niche market for yourself and your products, and that's where most profit lies. But he goes on to say that, yes, in most industries, it's not easy to be unique and valuable. But if you're one of the two, still, you can make a name for yourself. And if you want to know how, then I suggest you go on to watch the online course from Kai Kawasaki, which Sophia will drop later on as a link. What else did he say? He talked about Kodak and why Kodak missed the train, why they stayed on film and they didn't move to digital. And the reason, because Kodak was the one that came up with digital, but they cannibalized their own product. They didn't go for it. And he said the main reason that Kodak didn't do that is because they were not in the preservation of moment business. They were not in the preservation of moments, capturing photos, preserving moments for their audience. They cared to make a lot of profit on film because they were very unique, and using chemicals and using film, that was where they made their money. That was where they were unique and valuable. And they didn't opt for digital, and they were out. The same thing happened to Blockbuster, and the same thing happened to many other businesses across the world, except for Netflix. Even though Netflix started by mailing you a cassette through the mail, let's say, for example, Rocky Balboa, Rocky 1, they shifted onto digital streaming, and they came up with the name, I don't know if it's a coincidence, Netflix, not DVD Flix, but Netflix in 2003, where the net wasn't so much the prime medium of doing business. So try to cannibalize your product, try not to fall in love with your product, try to have a higher sense in what you're doing. So for example, preserving the moment. If Kodak cared enough to preserve the moment, they wouldn't care if it was captured on film or if it was captured digitally. So in closing, from this online course, I would say that Guy Kawasaki urged us, if we are fortunate enough to have succeeded or to be successful in what we're doing, we should help other people succeed as well. And he told us a story where he helped Mark Bienhoff, who is the owner of Salesforce, and he got him into Apple to work as an intern. And then Mark Bienhoff, who became the billionaire, the beast of a company, Salesforce.com, now has hired Guy Kawasaki's son and also some of his friends. So the book, No Rules Rules, the course, which is Guy Kawasaki's Turning Life Wisdom into Business. And I'm going to be closing with one of my favorite proverbs. The proverb goes as follows. We overestimate what we can do in a year, and we underestimate what we can do in 10. Let me repeat that. We overestimate what we can do in a year, and we underestimate what we can do in 10 years. Some people try to do everything in a year, become authors, become successful, run a business, run a family, learn a language in 1 year. But 1 year is too short span, and you shouldn't push yourself. You shouldn't create a lot of stress. But I have seen, I'm 49 years almost, and I have worked for the last 3.5 decades, if I exclude starting from 20 years old, or 2.5 decades, almost 3 decades. And I've seen that in 10 years, a 10-year span is a whole lifetime. You can become not an author of a book, but an author of 2 books, 3 books, or 10 books in 10 years. You can be single and have a family. You can be without kids and find yourselves with healthy kids and a family and an author of a book, or whatever drives you. 10 years, my experience has shown, is a whole new lifespan, and we should see our lives in 10-year spans. So we should, in this way, we bring the stress down and we increase our happiness factor. So COVID has caused last year, 2020, to be a slow year. During slow years, don't work in your business, work on your business. Take a helicopter view of your business. If you have more time on your hands, take a helicopter view and look at what changes you can do to your business. If you have more time on your hands, take some time and read a great book. Go and check a great online course. Do something that will help you grow muscles, educational muscles that will help you push your company forward and yourself. Dear friends, this was Jumpstart Monday, and I'm going to ask Sophia if she wants to say something or if she wants to bring some comments up so I can comment on some of the things that people are sending in. Please do share this episode if you found it useful. I will appreciate it a lot. And before I read some of the comments, leave Ioanna Hadji's comment. Let me tell you 2 things that are coming up. Every Friday for 2021, we're going to be going with on-air mentoring. The only reason we won't broadcast on-air mentoring is when physical workshops start, and I might be busy running an online workshop or a physical workshop. So on On-Air Mentoring this Friday, the 8th of January, you can ask any question you like. Drop us the question. Anastasios, I'm coming back with the book. Drop us your question today, tomorrow. Drop it at sophia@michaelvirardi.com or michael@michaelvirardi.com. And I'm more than happy to bring you live if you want to come live and ask your question. Free mentoring every Friday. We're going to be taking maximum up to 3 questions. On Monday, 11th of January 21 at 6 p.m. Eastern European Time, we have Michael Solomon, a great customer experience guru, a person who specializes in mystery shoppings for luxury hotels, coming on to our show. It's going to be live, broadcasting on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sophia will drop a link, and I will be more than happy to have you live asking your questions to Michael Solomon, or do drop them in if you like. Ioanna Haji says flexibility is crucial. Ioanna, you're totally correct. Anastasios is asking, which is the book? No rules, but Sophia will be sending a link of the online course, of the book, and also of the proverb that I mentioned. It's not my proverb. It's a proverb that resonated with me, and I've been talking about it for many, many years. It has helped me a lot. Take good care, Michael Branca. Happy New Year. We don't have any more comments, Sophia. I think it was 20 minutes concise, probably worth it. Let us know how you felt about Monday Jumpstart, and if you like it, we'll continue doing it every Monday in 2021. Zeno Angelidis, Happy New Year, my friend, or Healthy New Year. Milton, good morning. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Have a great year, have a healthy year, and talk to you this Friday. Bye.